Oh yeah.
The last thing that I really had was, so yeah, that woman who got stabbed by the quote unquote 15-year-old Somali boy who's obviously like in his early to mid 20s, if you take one fucking look at him. The people that her coworkers wanted to hold a memorial at the refugee facility. But as soon as whatever the local authority is that runs it, they were forbidden from doing anything like that, and then they were told not to fly the flag at half mast. Basically, they were
Wow.
told to pretend, you know, at the migrant center itself, at least, that this fucking it just never happened. A service was organized at a nearby church, but the fucking staff, who, were scheduled to work, were told that they couldn't go, which is probably why they wanted to have it. I mean, I just wanted to fucking,
I'm kind of torn on Sweden personally, because on one hand, it's Sweden and the UK both, they're in this race of just how quickly can we try and erase our own culture, and it's so tragic. But on the other hand, I mean, Sweden in particular just seems to have a death wish. I can't figure out any other way that they have what they're going on. I mean, from an HBD perspective of like, you have these brutal Scandinavian winters and climate generally, and so you have to have this high group cohesion to even get by, but then you're literally being cuckolded. You literally have this out group that is coming and, eating your seed corn, raping your children, killing your wives, and you embrace it. I mean, they
and there's no like, what's the original sin, for them? Obviously it's like, here it's fucking slavery in fucking Europe and Germany and just now just like more Europe more broadly, it's Holocaust. But like, what the fucking Swedes ever do to anyone that is supposed, it's like, how did the groundwork even get laid for this? Like, where the fuck does this come from? But they are a little bit LARPy, just sort of. They are a little the fucking what is it? The squareheads.
The Minnesota. It's like, yeah, sure, let's let in all these Hmong people and the Ethiopians, and they can live in our community, and we'll have a great culture. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, we have to let everybody in and make everything great. And no, it's fucking degenerate, dude. I spent a lot of time in Minneapolis, and South Minneapolis is just, I mean, dude, it is Mogadishu, dude. It really fucking is. Like, just trash in the streets, and they want to make it out to be like we're helping these people, but no, they've just transplanted their fucking shanty town into a what was in the 1950s a beautiful American city, and
this could be a good segue into democratic politics, because I remember reading, I think it was probably like either a Daily Stormer article or something like that, where the Democratic Party up there, part of their Invite the World strategy there of, well, we'll bring in all these welfare dindus from probably the most nightmarish apocalyptic place on earth. And they'll vote for us, and so we, the political class, can retain power indefinitely. And then what happens? Of course, they stop voting for the nice liberal white lady, and they put up their own, ululating Mohammedan bomber up to bat. And so he ousted this one woman on either like a city or county or local level, and it's like this is a dress rehearsal for what the Democratic Party is going to do to itself nationally, where they're going to bring in, we'll bring in all these ethnics, and they'll keep voting for all this the Swipple WASP Jew alliance that runs the party, and whoops, they don't go for a Barack Obama anymore. They go for a Kwame Kilpatrick. They go for a Dinkins. I mean, like, this is who they're going to actually put up with and vote. They're not going to vote for you, nice white lady. You're getting shunted aside too.
That's the fucking dude. These people are not even that ideological. It's just the media, the message that's pounded into them. A lot of them are single issue voters about fucking abortion or my fucking fag marriage or whatever. And these are like if such things were to go away, obviously that's like existential. So it's like the Republicans can never be permitted to win. no matter what sort of deal you have to strike with the fucking devil himself. And, dude, inviting these people into your homeland for political advantage in your shitty universal suffrage democracy, like you are literally shaking hands with the fucking devil in hell.
There's a great phrase I picked up somewhere, or an aphorism. The devil breaks his tools when he's done with them. And like, you think you're going to strike this bargain, you're going to bring in this, these orcs from, friggin' Mordor, and they're going to overnight, or maybe within a generation of Gibbs, turn into these, nice, polite, white-presenting, slightly different hued versions of Swipples, and it's like, no, they won't, ever. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And this is the experiment that's being run into the ground Europe-wide. This is the experiment that they're trying to run here with infinite third-world migration across our southern border and HB1 visas for our white-collar class.